used over the years, and a lot of it has to do with as we move forward, kind of the positions some of the coaches take on and the responsibilities as we go. But I think that there are a lot of models out there that work. Obviously at Oklahoma and Notre Dame, and obviously I use Chip Kelly as a guy that I go to a lot. He's made it work that way. So all conversations we had moving forward.
Any new coaches you might have, I know you can't rush to put your new staff together. It's so important, but you also don't have like a long timeline. It just
Sure.
Can you discuss walking that balance of finding the right guys, but you also can't take too long to find them?
Yeah, but again, right now it's all about winning this game. It's on us right now. That's where the focus is.
Brian, when you look at this game, Washington looks like one of the better secondaries maybe you faced this year. When you prepare for them, what do you see? What's the challenge they pose?
Well, they have a great scheme. They're very, very well coached. Jimmy Lake does a great job, and their whole staff does a great job. They play very hard. They're powerful up front. They don't give up a lot of big plays. Their secondary does a great job of keeping things in front of them. They break on the ball really well, and opportunistic, obviously in turnovers. And so they make you work the thing down the field. They're not going to give you big plays. So we're going to have to do a good job there, stay on schedule, and then do a good job in situational football.
What has it been about Dwayne that he seems to take his game to another level against the better defenses you face? What is it about him that allows him to thrive in those situations?
I go back to it all the time. I just think that what our offensive line has done to get him into a rhythm in these games is remarkable. You look at some of those games, he's actually untouched at times, which is when he can set his feet in the pocket and throw the ball, that's when he's at his best. And so much of it goes back to what those guys have done protecting for him. And then also the guys on the perimeter, creating space and winning their one-on-one matchups so he doesn't have to hang on to the ball. The ball gets out of his hands on time. And so the rhythm of our passing game is critical.
Joshua Olabi looks like he's been taking some of the first team reps at left tackle. How's he looking? He needs to step in there for Thayer, and is there a chance Thayer will play in the game?
So Josh, stepped in and played some games for us this year, and he's done a good job. And so we have a lot of faith in Josh. It looks like Thayer probably will be a game time decision there, but we have confidence in both guys.
What is Thayer's injury?
It's undisclosed right now.
You maybe have it.
Now that it's kind of happening, he says he feels more comfortable handing it off to you. Why are you ready for this job?
Well, for a lot of reasons. It's something I've been working for my whole career. I've been exposed to some great coaches along the way, and exposed to some high level of coaching. I'm going to use something from each of those coaches that we're going to build our culture that way, my philosophy. But that being said, I've been in the program now for a couple of years. I had an opportunity to walk in the footsteps of head coach here at Ohio State, understand what that is, and want to keep the infrastructure here. My philosophy and values are so much in line with what's here right now. I want to keep that culture going and the infrastructure going that's here right now.
Haskins, what have you imparted to him? When he came, he was here, and maybe he's here now. What has he improved on? What have you tried to develop his game?
Well, there's a lot. I'd say the thing I'm the most proud of is his leadership. Just the way that he's handling himself, the way he walks and talks. That's come a long way, because one of the number one jobs of a quarterback is to lead the 10 men that are on the field with you. I think he's taken great strides that way. He's taken more ownership of the offense. He's putting the work in to understand the defensive structures week in and week out. So he's grown a lot, as a player, but also as a young man. And so he's a guy who's come in as a sophomore with no collegiate starts, and look at 13 games what he's done, which is really amazing when you think back on what he's done in such a short period of time. But a lot of that has to go back with the other guys that are surrounding him. Our offensive line, I keep saying it, has done unbelievable. You think about that team up north, he was barely cut.
Yeah.
And they blitzed every other snap. And so he was able to get his feet in the ground and throw the ball where, if your offensive line doesn't protect you, you can look foolish. And so receivers, veteran guys, getting open and catching the ball for them. So it's a team effort, it's a group effort. But not to take anything away from Willie, he's had a tremendous season.
How will you try to recruit him again? You missed that part.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. I mean, it's not about recruiting. I mentioned that you can't self-servingly talk somebody into coming back. That's not. But you put the pros and the cons out there. You talk about what the advantages of coming back would be, some of the things that he has and opportunities in front of him. But we're going to do a good job of putting those things out so he understands that we're going to have him back.
Ryan, prospects are coming to practice here. Offers are going out. How are you in this transitional period overseeing how you guys are recruiting? Obviously, new offers are going out, new
Yep.
Commitments are coming in. How does that work while you're at the Rose Bowl?
The same way that it does back home. Yeah, so everybody's still involved with it. A lot of communication with Mark Antoni and our whole staff, and constantly, monitoring what's going on out there with some of their crews. Constantly talking about the 2020 group. So it's always an ongoing process.
Servant basically removed himself from that now.
No. Like I said, this business is usual all the way through the Rose Bowl. He's been a huge part of it.